Good morning. This is Greg M. I have this solar panel that I've used for a few years. I bought it in 2022. It's this particular model, Sun Energies. And it had an intermittent problem, and just recently it just died. And the battery that it was attached to was to my lawn tractor, and the battery started dying because I have a digital display on there that I installed. It showed 6 volts. So I'm like, what is going on here now? So I disconnected everything and put a analyzer on the battery, and it says that I have 38% resistance and that I have to charge up the battery, of course. So 38 resistance is not good. It's sulfating and it's dying. The battery is $60 at AutoZone. This is the second one. The first one died as well. Because, they sit in the cold weather and they die and they ruin. So that's why I bought the solar panel, to keep it at, at least 12 volts to start up in the springtime. So you can see this one works at 14.4, 13, floating charge voltage, 13 volts. So that's good. 13 volts is good. All right, but this didn't work. So what I did is I sent this company a little note from Amazon. I bought this off of Amazon when I first retired. I sent them a little note saying that, I'm not happy with your solar panel. It did not last any length of time. It was in perfect shape. Nothing damaged it. It's just I'll never buy another one again from your company. So I went on Prime and I'm checking out the prices, and they're about the same price as when I bought this one. $60 to $80 for a decent one. And they have this controller. It's a MPPT, which means it's a maximum power point tracking controller. And it did indicate that it was working, because that little light there, that little LED was flashing. And when it flashes red, it's working to charge the battery. It's activated, according to the legend right here. And see right here? Working to charge, battery active. And that's what it was showing. But I was getting nothing out to the battery. So I did some testing and found that there's no power actually coming from the controller. So I looked at the controller, which was attached here. You can see. And I tried to figure out how I could take this off and get to the leads that are coming out of the back of the solar panel. But it's soldered in, and then they pour some kind of epoxy in there, and you see all that black resin in there. And I did figure that these would be the leads, this one and this one here. But they're caked in there, and I'm not gonna mess around with that with a torch and try and melt it out and ruin everything. So with my knife, I just cut this out here all the way around, popped it off gently, as gently as I could, which left me little leads sticking up out of the back of the solar panel. And you can barely see them there. So I tested them to see if I would get voltage out, and I was getting voltage out with my multimeter. I then said, hey, maybe I can take the wire, which was coming out of here, and which is this with the SAE connector and see if I can attach the leads directly here and then attach the SAE to a controller of some type. Maybe it'll work. But first I have to just make sure that this panel is going to give me some juice. So I was able to, let me just set this up here. I was able to set that on DC voltage. See? Maybe put that there. And let's see, this one says positive. It's positive. I'm setting this up in here to here. Right? Now it's showing me voltage, see it? Now I'm gonna turn this around. And it's showing me voltage. Alright, so I said to myself, maybe this will work if I can attach this now to a controller. The controller I bought, which I got for Christmas, it's a PWM. It's a pulse width modulation controller. And it's not as effective as the MPPT controller, they say. But you know what? That's what I got, and that's what I'm going to try. So, let's see if I can get this closer to the light. Hey, look at that. Check it out, man. It's working. It's got 13 volts. It's good for me. So, later on today, when the weather gets a little better, it's going to be a fairly decent day today, and I'd probably hit 50. And also with my multimeter, I was able to figure out which was positive and which was negative on here. You know how to do it with the multimeter. Alright, so I have to put the little legs back on this, which I use to hold on to the top of the roof of my plastic shed. And then I silicone the edge down so it don't fly off. So I'll do that later. And I'll make another video, I guess, because I really don't know how to edit this stuff. Right? I hope this helps somebody.